people criticise farmers' markets because they think they're too expensive. To which I will say, without I don't want to be condescending at all. But there's no such thing as cheap food. But obviously for someone on a very low budget it's hard to understand. So I think that there is always something for everyone at the farmers' market. It's hard for people to kind of cross that border. Some people still think farmers' markets are not for them. They think it's just for
똑같은 비판을 받고 있죠.
Yeah.
We've had the same criticism.
Yes, I'm sure it's well over. Yes. But within the markets, looking within our small bubble, yes, we have children who grow up coming to the farmers' markets and learn to cook. Sometimes they help out on the stalls, and it's lovely seeing children come into the markets and not just buying a cake, but trying an oyster or fruit juice, or they say, oh, can we have crab for dinner? You see lots of children growing up like that. We see families, we see people swapping recipes. So yes, people come to the market because they want to cook and they learn about the seasons. They ask us, why can't I buy aubergine in November? And we'll tell them why. And then also on the looking at a different level, some farmers will come to London to sell and they'll meet other people who want to buy from them, whether it's restaurants or cafes or shops. So they may make other trades sales.
In our market, price is not important. It is all about quality, unusual things, unusual varieties, and the experience, the atmosphere, the experience of shopping in the market are the three most important things. So, if you go to your local supermarket, just stop and listen. It's completely quiet. No one's speaking to anybody. And people go as fast as they can. They go in, they run around, and they come back out. When you see what happens here, all you can do is hear people talking and laughing and joking and smiling and enjoying it and talking to the traders, talking to each other, eating a bit of food, taking their time. And that's the difference. That's what people come to a market for as opposed to a supermarket.
There are lots of markets in London, but there aren't any markets around here. And for the next market, the closest market actually is Growing Communities.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
And there is one on the other side, which is called Alexandra Palace, maybe you heard. But if you were going to walk there, it would take you an hour or 80 minutes or something. So there's definitely an opportunity. And that's why I thought there could be one. I just wanted to try it. For me, I would bicycle for an hour, or drive or get a bus to go to a market that I thought was amazing. But it's because I love markets. Most people, they just go to their nearest one, and if it's less than 20 minutes away, then it's worth going to maybe. If it's further away, maybe they don't bother.
General philosophy of mercato, Andrea's idea is that if you go to the supermarket to buy items and you read the ingredients, pretend to be with your grandmother. If your grandmother doesn't understand the ingredients, don't buy it. Andrea calls the happiness index, which is the sum of the impact that we have on the several stakeholders of Mercato, which can be us as an employee of Mercato, traders, customers, residents, local authorities, and so on. So basically, the sum of all those activities, they should result in an happiness index. They understand our impact on the area.
I think it really does need approach from lots and lots of different levels. So that's similar to what we're doing here at Sustain on a national level, on a local level, at a governmental level, at the grassroots level, and it really depends on what the specific issue is. And I think that's very country, area, and even locality specific and person specific. So like if, for example, you want to encourage more people to grow, they need access to land, continued access to land, they need the time to be able to invest in it, the money to be able to invest in it, which is like a wider issue, especially here in the UK with access to land, from like historical issues and our broken food system basically.
You want an animal that suits the conditions. So in this country we've had different animals have been brought up in different areas over like hundreds of years to perfectly suit where it's from. So one animal would be able to naturally eat this and turn it into really good meat. Other animals, other cattle, like we've got very big European cattle called Limousin and Charolais. If they ate this, they wouldn't be able to turn that into meat or they need protein, like they need loads of protein. So you need to look at a farming system where all the roots are really working. There's a lot of different plants and they've got an animal that's designed to eat in that area. And it may be a goat, maybe a sheep, maybe a different type of animal. But that's what you're looking for, is an animal that suits the environment. So basically, so Fred is a brilliant farmer. One thing he did was he tried to sell all his pork himself, but it just didn't work. So then we started working with him. We now hang his meat in a brilliant facility. We find a market, and it means Fred can just farm. So I think that's something really important. It's something that I'm doing myself. My sheep are up there, which we'll see in a minute. But we think if you've got a good distributor, then let them do what they're brilliant at. We're brilliant at hanging, we're good at butchery, we're good at finding a market. Let the farmer farm and let us do the good bit. So let people specialise on the bit they're good at. Farmers and suppliers, I've done it myself, you try and do everything, you think you can do it, but in our experience, let people do what they're good at and you focus on what you're doing.
All of these crops are what drive the fertility of the whole system.
전체 시스템을 위한 거. 간접적으로는
The wheat crop that we put in after, which goes to
밀은
bakers directly, that we farm with zero
만든
impact
사람한테
because
가는
we've got
거고.
things like this going on. But the way we pay for them is the pigs destroy them and then recycle all the nutrients.
There, ready for them to go on. So you basically cut the grass. It mulches down onto the top and feeds the grass and protects the grass. Lets all the seeds sort of germinate underneath and improves what you've already got. So if you keep doing that between grazing, you'll get better grazing for them the next time. But the real thing is to replace everything with a herbal lay. But it's very costly and there'll be veg on here in 2 years. So a herbal lay needs to be in for 4 years. So there's no point in doing these fields. Like it's the fields that will coming out of veg that we'll be looking to turn into herbal lays. But that is the past and the future. Like all pasture used to be diverse and have all the different plants in that are necessary for the animals to maintain health and put on good meat and have good vigour and stuff.
Through bird poo. Yeah. Because birds will have been migrating long before people moved.
Yeah.
And so I was just interested, like in my mind I was trying to think about 20,000 years ago and the growth of plants and plants moving around the world just by nature, just by animals and wind, and where the things can move across continents slowly. So over 10,000 years can chilies move from South America to China by themselves
not
without
by
any
the humans,
we're kind of we're fixated that we've got something to do with it. I don't believe that you need any chemicals, I think that you need patience and you need to see what works and you need to experiment, but you can be totally productive organically. There's no less production. It just might take more time to find the things that grow well together, to find and also productivity. You know, we're not in the world where you have to grow 500 tons of wheat and 500 tons of barley to sell, or 20,000 litres of milk. We're in, if we grow as much as we can grow, we treat the land well, and everyone gets paid and the bills get paid, and we are healthy and happy, then that's good.